Hey guys, a lot of people have been asking me how they can farm Act 1 and they complain about how their gear is not very good, and kind of out of a joke I came up with the idea of me just putting all my good gear away, millions of gold worth of gear away, starting fresh, 1 million gold, hit the auction house, get a full set of gear, and then do the Act 1 farm. Just to prove that with 1 million gold worth of gear it's enough to do this farm. I don't know. I mean, I think it's possible, but I have not done this before, obviously, so we'll see what happens. So I'll start here as normal.
I welcome the chance to
Now I'm going to put all of my good gear away. And for good measure, I'll store my magic find stuff too. So I'm not going to give myself too much time to look on the auction house, because otherwise I could just wait for really good deals or something. Something you can do, but I don't think it would be to the point for this video. So I don't even know how to start. Let's see. Let's try to find a weapon. So I'm going to try to get something without stats on it, because then I can get a higher total DPS. But maybe I can find something that has some goodies on it. I don't know. Nah, this one has dex in it. It's not good enough for me. Alright, well, let's actually do a search here where I want some vitality, say, just to see what pops up. Yeah, it looks expensive. That one's not too bad. 200k though, it's a lot of gold. What if I only want to pay 100? It goes down quite a bit. Yeah, you know what? I think I might get that. Might get that, maybe. I don't think there's any way I can get some cheap life on hit. There's no way. Oh, but maybe I can find something with a socket in it. Okay. Yeah, these have sockets. How about socket and vitality? No. Not going that low. Okay. So I think I'm going to settle for that 200k weapon. Wait. Is it gone? Someone's sabotaging my... Alright. Okay, I need something else. Okay, how about I try for strength instead? Maybe I'll get a better deal that way. You know what? I'll come back to the weapon. Let's do some other pieces first. So I know I'm going to need some vitality, a lot of resists. I think all resist is still pretty expensive on rings. If I want some good stats with it, let's see Vit, all resist, how much? I probably get something. Okay. Oh, they're all the same. Some dude bought $1 million at the vendor. Well, that might actually help me out, though. If I want 50. Nothing. Okay, I think that's actually, for 60K, that's actually not too bad. Is there a strength version that's a lot cheaper? Not by too much. But a rare version? Nothing. Okay, I'm gonna get those vitality ones. Start myself out. Okay, 2 of these. So that's 120K. Now I want an amulet. So I do want a mix of both vitality and strength. But they don't have to be on the same piece. That would probably make things more expensive because the item would have to be rare. I think this one is a steal, actually, for 25K. So I'm going to grab that. So I'm at 145K. I'm going to look at shields next, see if I can find a... That's probably the most important piece. So I definitely want something that has block percentage on it. Let's see what I can find. Nothing. Oh, why that's weird. Okay. So I did find something. If I could, I'd love to get one of these, but it would have to be a higher percentage chance to block. Yeah, okay, what if I didn't get all resists, but just went for the highest block I can find on them? Maybe some vitality too. Nothing. Well, something weird's going on. Like, I do the search, it gives me nothing, and then something shows up right after. Okay. Alright, I definitely don't want any of those. Maybe this guy, like this type of shield has a higher block amount. But 26, 175K. I'm gonna keep looking. Shield is the most important piece in terms of finding the right one, so I might even be willing to spend more on it. Okay, so I'm having some trouble finding the vitality version, so I'll try strength. Maybe I can get a cheap, good shield. Yeah. Okay. Failing that, let's just keep looking. I'm just gonna do one for only block. See if I can find anything that's gonna work out for me. This one is not too bad. Regen might help. It's only 50k. This one isn't bad either. 23% might be enough for my purposes here, and has strength and dexterity. You want to have at least one piece with dexterity on your gear to reach 100. After that, dexterity has a soft cap and becomes a lot worse. So might as well be on the shield. Physical resist, that's not bad either. That could really help me. For 239. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely going to have to be one of those, because from here on out, there's no more sacred shields. So do I want physical resist, or do I want strength and dexterity? Well, I might find a good piece with dexterity somewhere else. So I'm leaning towards this guy here. Physical resist is actually pretty decent. All right, I'm gonna mull this over. Go look for some other pieces. Okay, so far I have amulet and 2 rings. So let's see if I can find a helm that has a socket in it. It's always nice. I'll probably want some resistance on it if I can find it. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be able to do something cheaply for this. You know what? I might even go up. Let's see if I can find a 50 resist. Since I can't buy gems from the auction house, I'm going to assume that I can just use the ones I have. They drop in hell, so it's not outlandish to assume that everyone has their gems. Alright, that one. That's a lot of resist. Okay, I'm actually going to bring this down now. It would be nice to get something more well-rounded. I know that under this budget it would be really difficult, but this one isn't bad either. It's a bit too much, too expensive. Yeah, I think I want to lower my... I'll probably cap myself at 100 here for this. Oh, this is so good. That's it. I'm buying it. 20k. Alright. So that's 165k. Three stats that I want and a socket. It's a good chunk of armor. It's definitely going to help out. So when I'm buying pieces of armor, I want them to be of the highest tier possible, just for the natural armor that they have. I think a lot of people overlook that. And 603 armor is a lot of armor. It's going to really help. And not to mention it has also some percent life on it already, so when I put the gem in, it's going to go sky high. And it was only 20k, that's a steal. Okay, keep looking. Go for the chest piece next. So I do know that I want to have a lot of vitality on some of my pieces, and I know that the chest and the pants have a really low budget vitality on them. Like I can get a lot of vitality and it's gonna not be very expensive, so I'm gonna try to get stats on them if I can. So let's say I want some, I'll start with the chest. 150 vitality and some all resists maybe. Let's say 40. No items found. For 200k, I can get one of these. Do I want to spend 150k on this chest piece? I don't know. Well, let me lower this to 100, just see what happens. Alright, so you see this armor here is already 150 higher than that one I was looking earlier, so it's like I have a free stat increase on it. Free extra stat. One way I can look at the higher tier items is search for high all resists. So maybe this way I can find something good as well. I guess these are all the same mods, so. Alright, I'm gonna come back to the chest piece. Look at some pants first. I'm actually going to put my search at 58 for all resists. I think a lot of people will search for like 60 or 50 or 70, and a 58 is almost as good, but it's not going to show up on his search, so I might get a cheaper item because of that. Like something like this, 20k, right? It's 58 instead of 60. If I increase this to 60, then it's already 75, and you're paying, 50,000 more for only a couple points. It's hard to say if 10k is worth like 5 vitality or not. Probably not. I'm going with this one here. See what happens. 20k. Okay, so I got 5 pieces so far. Pretty happy with these. Let's see if I can find a belt. Maybe a belt with strength on it. Let's try to add some resist to it. Maybe fire resist. Let's see if it. This would not be a bad belt for 60k. Not bad at all. I'm going to lower the strength requirement though, see if I can find something that will also have another stat on it. And I'm not really interested in intelligence. This one here has plus armor, which is nice. I still don't have my dexterity piece. I gotta remember to find that. If I want physical, for me the two most important resistances are fire and physical. I consider them each about 1/3 of a all resist stat. And for the question, I was challenged to buy a complete set of gear for 1 million gold and then clear Act 1. So do my farming video over again with 1 million gold from worth of gear, and then if I can, I'll continue after that, see how far I go. Okay, so I can tell I'm going to need some more vitality on other pieces. I'm trying to get at least some strength so that I can kill the butcher as quickly as I can. I don't want to spend too much time in the enrage phase if possible. Alright, so if I choose physical resist, well, that's actually a lot of strength. Only 100k. Huh. I think I might go for this. Yeah, I'll do that. So now I'm at 285k. So I want some gloves. So I know that I can get something like this for not very much, but let's just see what happens if I search for rares. Well, it's not bad at all. Covers my dex, a lot of resists, fortunately no vitality. 70 resist is so much. There has to be something good in here. Alright, I'm going to try to add one more stat to this so I think I might want some vitality next. So I'm actually going to raise this up to 68, try to get a higher tier gear. That's too much. I'm not paying that much. Let's go down to 50. This one has fire resist, that's useful. I went for these rings. They were 60k each, and a strength all resist amulet for 25, I believe. 25. And I still have quite a bit to work with. I'm only at 285k, so I could actually get some strong pieces. So I'm going to leave the gloves aside for now and look at bracers. Oh, if that lightning resists for something else, this would be amazing. I'm going to add, say, fire resist to the search. And no. No. Yeah, I think it's time I choose a weapon. Oh, I have the rare filter on? Did I have the rare filter on the whole time? That's really setting me back here. Okay. 200k weapon. Let's see what we get. Oh, weapon. Weapon. It'd be really nice to get one that has a stat on it. Anything useful. $150. DPS is alright. Has my dex. I'm buying that. Yeah, that was a good buy. Okay, so 435k gone. Shields. I think I might be going. I have quite a bit of strength already. 128 plus 300, 360. Definitely need more vitality now. Skimping on vitality. Okay. That's not what I want. try 58. What if I also want armor? Ah, it's so low. It's hard to find a good piece. I don't want to pay for stats I don't want because I'm so limited in my budget, but oh, if the arcane was something else, I'd buy that. This piece is not bad. The 200k is a lot of money. I already have my weapon, which is a good chunk, but I still need to figure out the shield. I'm gonna try to find a shield first. Maybe if I spend a lot on the shield, I can get something good. I think I might have to go a tier down and not get a Sacred Shield. Though that would be rather dangerous. Yeah. What about a 7 block? No. Yeah, at this point I'm either looking at not getting a Sacred Shield or settling for something that's going to be expensive and not very good. It's a tough decision. That's hopeless. It's not going to be a Sacred Shield, I don't think. So let's find What are the models I can use here? Not this one. This guy, I know. Is this the only one? Maybe it is. Oh, that's all I get? 4 different ones? Why? Oh, I had the rare filter this whole time. What a waste of time. Okay. So maybe there is a shield I can buy that doesn't suck. Yeah. 27%. Now we're talking. Where were these rare shields? I guess they're up in the million range. So I'm going to bring this back up to 8. Look at the good stuff. Okay. Well, I know the rare ones suck, so I'm going to look at the magic ones. $27 here, 27 there. This for 50k. This is actually a pretty good deal. But let's see what else we got. 26 with arcane. Yeah, so I'm going for that, for this guy, 50k. Not the best, but I don't think it's going to let me down. Now I definitely want to shore up my vitality in my remaining pieces, because I've gotten quite a few that don't have any. So that's definitely going to be my focus here. I need boots, gloves, shoulders, bracers. And I still have 515k to spend, so I'll probably get even some good stuff out of this. Just want to see how high boots can go. 180? Maybe. Okay, so let's say I want 120 and small resists. How much am I looking to spend here? Well, maybe more than that. Let's do 40. That's not bad. I'm doing this. 120k, so I'm at 605 spent. Bracers. I think bracers are going to be a bit harder to get some good vitality on them. I don't think they can go as high. Alright, so let's try that with some all resists. Price going up quickly, but it's not getting much better. I'm going to lower the vitality, but see if I can get some extra good stat in there. Not bad, except it's cold. I don't really care for cold. What else can I try? Maybe just a higher resist. I haven't really done this run under geared before, so I don't know what I need to prepare for. This is not bad. This is not bad at all. However, I'm running out of money. It's another 190. I would have like 200k to buy 3 pieces, which includes the chest. I should probably do the chest before I commit to this. All these items are so similar. $80k. Yeah, that's not bad. Can I get a sick item if I go for rares? No? Okay. This one. 80k. 685. And I still need shoulders, gloves, and bracers. So I have around 100k to spend on each. Let's see what I can get for shoulders. Don't want to be spending more than 150 on a piece right now, so. I think I might do this one. 115. Yeah, I will. So that's 800k total right now. So I have 200k and I need gloves and bracers. Actually, at this point, I'm gonna equip all of this and see what I look like before I set my last two pieces. Hate this lag.
Let us fight this evil together.
These are not part of what we're doing here. Where's my other ring? What? Why didn't it up there? Okay, this, and these are my magic find set. Okay, so that should be what I got. Missing gloves and bracers. Armor's low. Resists are solid. Vitality. Okay, my HP is pathetic. I need to work on that. Oh, but I gotta put a socket still, so I'll get one. Okay. DPS is acceptable. Life is low. I'm really liking these resists. They're higher than I expected. I guess that war cry is just so OP. I like my block chance. I got my dexterity piece. So if I still have 200k, so I need vitality and lots of it. Maybe an item that has both vitality and life percentage. Also, hopefully some armor. This is pathetic. All right. Feeling good. Let's go back. So bracers, max 120k with vitality, armor. Let's try life percentage. Oh, they can't have it. Shit. Can gloves have life percentage? Nope. I'm screwed. That's fine. I'll manage. So what's the highest vitality you can get on the glove? 150. I need something like that, man. But with all resists on it. It's never going to happen, but I can dream. Yeah, 28? No. Well, what if I got one piece that has super high resists, and then the other one, super high vitality? Maybe I can make that work. How high does this go? Oh. 80k. Well, I have none. And let's say 138 vitality. Maybe bonus armor too, because that stat's really good and probably not going to be included in the price of these items. Okay. This one looks alright. 85. It's almost the same. I don't think crit hit damage matters. Oh, this one's nice. That is nice. I think I'm going to just settle for this before it goes away. Yeah, it was the right one. Nice. Alright, so that was 70k. That means I have 130k for some bracers. So I guess, let's see what I can find. So hopefully some vitality and some all resists. Let's see what I can get. Let's lower this a bit. Maybe some rares pop out. We'll make this 58. And why not make that 58 as well? Didn't matter. It's fine. Worth a shot. That for 100. Yeah, I think I want to get started, so I'm just going to buy this one, I think. I don't have any life on hit. I'm going to have to depend a lot on revenge and charge to heal me back up. Well, let me look at the blues first, just in case something has like a shit ton of vitality or resists. Might be better. The other one had fire, but this one has just straight up all resist fire. Go for this. Let's do it. I'm done.
I welcome the chance to travel with you.
Okay, so I reached my target armor of 9k. Health is 41k, that's plenty. My resists are awesome. DPS is low, but I'll just fight stuff longer. I don't care. Feeling really good about this, guys. I think I might be able to go farther than Act 1. So, hopefully I don't eat my words here. Let's start.